During the week, Saul and Alyssa are just your average college students. But on the weekends, they are Cafe Norris. Meet Saul and Alyssa.
100.3 The Sound, Bob Marley and the Wailers.
Their Saturdays start at 7:30 a.m. They make their way to the Santa Monica Farmers Market, and they base their menu off the local seasonal produce. Cafe Norris is based in Norris, Orange. Saul and Alyssa cook all Saturday in the Norris kitchen, stocked with supplies that they purchase themselves.
So initially it was just kind of friends, and then kind of, I guess, they talk to people, and then all of a sudden I have, 100 reservations for the next 4 weeks.
We're just gonna toast it. That baguette really sucks, but we're just gonna toast it. It was the only one they had.
Well, I would say Cafe Norris is by far the most professional cooking experience I've ever done. But I've really loved cooking for maybe the last 4 or 5 years, and I was abroad in Paris last semester and I had an internship with at a cooking studio with a really great chef. And I was doing mostly translation for them, but I got to hang around the kitchen and meet the chefs and watch what they did a lot of the time, so I learned a lot there too.
I have worked in a restaurant, Ecolo it's called, on 4th Street. I worked there as a prep chef, but I've mostly just grown up around food my whole life and kind of watched my dad cook. And
His dad's a great cook.
I mean, the two things that I love most, or at least for now, are food and economics. And so being able to run my own small business on campus that happens to be a restaurant kind of brings my passions together.
Put on my pants too. I'll have it all over by the end of the day. I promise.
I really love desserts, and especially thinking about them and what fruits are in season and kind of working with that. While I was in France last semester, I went on kind of this gastronomical food tour of one of the culinary capitals of France, Nantes, and we did a bakery tour, and I loved it, and I was asking a trillion questions, and the baker was like, well, if you're really curious, why don't you come at 3 a.m. tomorrow morning and help me make all the pastries for the day. So I definitely took him up on that offer and went and did that with him for 5 hours until 9 a.m.
I love to kind of craft and cook the appetizer and main course. I stay away from desserts. If it's sweet or takes any sort of patience, it's not really my department.
Around 5 o'clock, things start to slow down. The main course is in the oven, menus are printed. Saul and Alyssa prepare for the guests to arrive.
Her family's coming tonight.
Hi, how are you?
Hi! How are you? Hi, you good to see you. Are you coming to Cafe Norris tonight? I'm serving you tonight.
You're working. We just drove down all the way from the Bay Area. I've been driving for 6 hours.
Who took the bomb?
Then, dinner begins. Dinner begins at 7:30 and only on Saturday nights. All reservations are made in advance online. There are usually between 20 and 25 people to fill the house. Dinner's a set 3-course meal that costs a flat $10.
I first heard about Cafe Norris from Saul and Alyssa when they were talking about it actually over winter break. I went to dim sum with them and they were talking about starting up a little alternatives for Saturday night dinners at Oxy, and I came to the pilot night, which was earlier in the semester, and it was a hit. We made amazing food and it's caught on very quickly. It's been a great success so far. I wish I could eat bananas.
Wow. If you had just gotten the look on my face.
Dude, it's delicious.
Divine.
My favorite course, it was banana Fosters with homemade vanilla ice cream and chocolate macaroons. And I don't even like macaroons. That was fucking fantastic.
The whole night's been really fun. I think the ambiance here is amazing. I'm really excited. I know most of the people here. It's been really nice to see everyone. The food is fantastic. This is my first time ever having scallops, and it's quickly mounting to the top of my favorite food.
I think it's special because it's your friends making you food, and so to see, they're experimenting also. So to be a part of that, it's really nice. You can make reservations, so with your friends, but also come and meet new people that you might have not known. So I think it brings people together, as food often does.
Saul and Alyssa also started a club on campus, Feast, that maintains some of the same principles that inspired Cafe Norris.
Something that Saul and I are both really passionate about, and there are a lot of students on campus who are passionate about it too, kind of like how food and the environment interact with each other and how to eat more sustainably, because the way our food systems work right now, it's pretty bad for the environment. Feast is kind of an effort to have a venue on campus where students can participate in that kind of activity.
Instead of trying to make Cafe Norris a long-term institution at Occidental, we hope that it's kind of more of a model or an example for other students, and to kind of show people that you can really take what you love and you have the tools and the opportunity to do it here, where after college you might not have that same opportunity.
If we end up becoming a club of some sort, or really being sponsored by the school in a serious way, then the school could maybe provide the kitchen with really high quality materials like we've supplied it with, and then it could go on. But right now we have all our stuff locked up in the cupboards because we can't really just leave stuff in the kitchens here. I have to go take my guitar out of the oven, but
Who took the bomb?